Buddhist art. Buddhist music. Buddhist music is music created for or inspired by Buddhism and part of Buddhist art. Early negative attitudes toward music. Theravada Buddhists regard music as a type of sensual luxury, and their tradition notes that music should be approached only with great caution. Among the 10 precepts accepted upon entering monastic life, the 7th requires the monk to avoid dancing, singing, music, and entertainments, and to abstain from wearing garlands, perfume, or cosmetics. The risk regarding music and singing is that one might focus on the musical quality of the voice rather than on the teachings enunciated in a song or chant. The musical reality of Buddhist practice. The voice, however, is revered as essential for the performance of Buddhist ritual not only in Mahayana traditions, which emphasize mystical practices, but also in Theravada traditions. The literature of early Buddhism includes frequent references to the 3 jewels of Buddhism: the Buddha himself, the Dhamma, or the teachings, and the Sangha, or a community of practitioners. The 3 jewels, as a formula, became the most important consigned statement of Buddhist belief and is chanted frequently as part of the early ritual services. Its recitation is also required among new candidates for admission into the Sangha, along with the 5 or 10 precepts. Theravada chanting, including the chanting of the 3 refuges, is generally conservative and limited to a few basic notes to resemble in principle the Vedic cantillation from which it was primarily derived. The principal chanter is followed line by line in response by the other monks. Chanting of the 3 refuges is normally preceded by a short drum sequence and innovation or an auspicious formula for revering the Buddha. 2 examples for the Buddhism music. Buddhist texts. Buddhist texts are those religious texts which are part of the Buddhist tradition. Early Buddhist texts. The earliest Buddhist texts were passed down orally in Middle Indo-Aryan languages called Prakrits, including Gari language, the early Mandarin language, and Pali through the use of repetition, communal recitation, and mnemonic devices. These texts were later compiled into canons and written down in manuscripts. For example, the Pali canon was preserved in Sri Lanka, where it was first written down in the 1st century BCE. Theravada texts. The Theravada tradition has an extensive commentarial literature, much of which is still untranslated. These are attributed to scholars working in Sri Lanka, such as Buddhaghosa and Dhammapala. Mahayana texts. Around the beginning of the Common Era, a new genre of sutra literature began to be written with a focus on the Bodhisattva ideal, commonly known as Mahayana or Bodhisattvayana. The earliest of these sutras do not call themselves Mahayana but used the terms Vaipula Sutras or Gambhira Sutras. Vajrayana texts. Vajrayana texts exhibit a wide range of literary characteristics, usually a mix of verse and prose, almost always in Sanskrit that transgresses frequently against classical norms of grammar and usage, although also occasionally in various Middle Indic dialects or elegant classical Sanskrit. Buddhist architecture. Sculpture. From the 5th century BC to the 1st century BC, the manufacture of Buddhist statues was once regarded as blaspheming the Buddha. With many existing hemispheric block waves and other tower-like structures such as the Sanchi Pagoda and stone pillars, it is the first to clearly show the history of Buddhist artistic creation, which can be traced back to the Maurya dynasty of Asian India during the Ashoka period. Buddha statue. Buddha statues are short for statues or portraits of Buddhas. They usually take the blessed one as the main body. Therefore, Buddha statues have 32 aspects and 80 good ideal characteristics. The shape, appearance, and posture of each Buddha statue are still peaceful, graceful, and solemn. Temple. A Buddhist temple or Buddhist monastery is the place of worship from Buddhists, the followers of Buddhism. They include the structures called vira, chatya, stupa, wat, and pagoda in different regions and languages. Temples in Buddhism represent the pure land or pure environment of a Buddha. Traditional Buddhist temples are designed to inspire inner and outer space.